Hello friends, welcome to the next video of BODMAS series. In this video, we will discuss the expressions with brackets and order. Here I have taken one example. In this example, there is an outer bracket which is shown by a blue color, and this bracket contains one more bracketed term, and this is called inner bracket, shown by a red color. This outer bracketed term is multiplied with a term containing an order. So the green 2 here represent base and the brown 2 here represent the order, the index, the power or the exponent of the base. So it can be read as 2 raised to power 2. Okay. Now before proceeding, I would like to make you familiar with some notations, some vocabulary which I will be used a lot. Terms are being shown on this slide in a brown color. So this 2 is a one term. It's a constant term. This nx square by 2 is another example of a term. But this is little complex as it contains several components. Here n is being multiplied with x square and it is divided by 2. These components are basically individual terms and they are multiplying or divide by each other and giving rise to another term. So what is term? Term is one entity in which the components are either multiplying and dividing with each other. Okay. Now these two terms are not communicating with each other. Therefore, they are independent entities. But now if I put a plus sign or a negative sign, then they too start communicating with each other. Now they are two terms of one expression. So an expression is obtained when different terms are either added or subtracted with each other. A term is obtained when the various small components are multiplying or dividing with each other. Now here I have shown you a cluster of some numbers or entities or components. Tell me whether it is a term or an expression. It is a term. Although in this term there is one bracketed expression, that is n minus 1, and as I told you there is a minus, so it's should be an expression. Yes, it is an expression, but only this much part, n minus 1. When it is bracketed, then it becomes a term, a separate entity, and this one entity is being multiplied with other entities, so they are basically a component of a terms. Okay, so this whole stuff is a one term. So to simplify such terms, first you should simplify the bracketed component of a term. Okay, when you have simplified the bracketed component of the term, then it should be operated with the other components which are outside the bracket. The multiplication and division operations applied to bracket are applied to each term of the bracket. That is a very important rule which you should understand very carefully. Here n into x square is being multiplied with the bracketed term n minus 1. So what it means that nx square will be multiplied with each term inside the bracket. So if you multiply this nx square with n minus 1, then the final value will be nx square into n minus nx square into 1. Okay, similarly, if you divide this n minus 1 with 2 in the denominator, then you will get n divided by 2 minus 1 divided by 2. This is a very important thing which you should keep in your mind. Okay, now this video is brought to you by Mangla Classes. I am Dr. Anil Mangla. These are my qualifications and my contact details. What is BODMAS? I already told you in the last video that BODMAS is a prioritized list of binary operations, that is division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. But we didn't talk about the bracket and order, which we will talk now in this video. The bracketed terms are given the highest priority while you are solving the expressions. After bracketed terms, simplify the order terms, then follow the division, multiplication, addition and subtraction operations priority wise. Okay. Here in this example, I have taken only the order term for simplicity. So first simplify the order term. 2 raised to power 2 means 2 is being multiplied 2 times. For example, a raised to power n means a multiplied n times. So 2 multiplied 2 times will give you 2 into 2, that is 4. Now this is simple expression without bracket, without order terms. So use the BODMAS. So first divide the two terms, that is 4 divided by 2 will give you 2, and then multiply the two terms. 6 into 4 will give you 64, and there is a negative here, and this 8 and 2 are there, so addition of them will give you 10, and the final answer is minus 14. In this, now the bracketed terms and order terms both are there, and in the bracketed term there are multiple binary operations. So to carry out this, first simplify the bracketed terms, and in this first do the division part. So 2 divided by 2 will give you 1, and 1 minus 2 give you minus 1. And here there is plus outside and negative inside. Okay, so this plus, when multiplied with negative number, it gives you negative 1. Now there is a order term. So to simplify this order term, we will use the following formula. So basically 3 raised to power minus 2 can be simplified to a positive power by taking the reciprocal of this number 3. Okay, so when you take the reciprocal of 3, that becomes 1 by 3, and the power of it change into a positive number. So that becomes 1 by 3 raised to power 2. Now what is 3 raised to power 2? That is 3 multiplied 2 times. So that gives you 1 by 9 multiplied 9. Okay. Now 9 into 9, 1 by 9 into 9 gives you 1. That is basically 9 divided by 9, that gives you 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, this is another simple question containing an order term and a bracketed term. So first solve the bracketed part. 4 plus 2 is 6. Bracketed part are called one entity. One entity, why I want to bring it here? Because the content inside the bracket do not communicate with the outside numbers or expression unless the bracket itself is simplified. Okay, so 4 plus 2 give you 6, and then we can now open the bracket so that 6 comes out of the bracket. Now this 3, now we will simplify the order term. So 3 raised to power minus 1 is, use the formula 3 which I just discussed. So if the exponent is negative, then take the reciprocal of the number. So it gives you 1 by 3. The reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3, and the power becomes 3 raised to power 1. So now there is a division between 6 and 2. So first carry out the division as per the BODMAS rule. Then 6 divided by 2 give you 3. Then multiply, carry out the multiply operation between 1 by 3 and 3. So that gives you 1, and 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Friends, thank you for watching this video. In the next video, we will take some complicated expressions and we will solve them. The one example is given here. I hope you like this video, and if you find it useful, then please share it with others. Here is one homework question for you. Try to solve it and give your answers in a comment box. Thank you.